Well, Mr. Ranger Dog says we're live. L-I-V-E. Ooh, let's get some coffee. Coffee. Coffee time. Coffee time in the old VW bus. Coffee time in the old VW bus. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. A super duper. A happy a Thursday. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy. Totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. Oh, good morning, Asmunch iPod. How are you this morning? Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy. Totally hip and groovy in your neck of the woods. Just enjoying some coffee. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Hang out in the old VW bus with Mr. Ranger Dog and I. Man, that's good stuff. Good stuff. So here we are, the 29th of March, 2018. It is a Thursday. Yvette, good morning. I was just thinking about you this morning. Just thinking about you. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy with you. I hope you're having a good week so far. I hope it's groovy in your neck of the woods. Oh, I missed you too. Good coffee. Good coffee. So, yep, it is Thursday. One day closer to Friday. Friday's almost here. That means tomorrow's Good Friday. Big Easter weekend this weekend. I'll be hanging out here in the old VW bus in the Oklahoma City area. I might be going to church on Saturday night with Brother James and Sister Dorothy. They are Catholic, and they're having a big mass on Saturday night. So that's the dealio. Oh, I need some old coffee. I'm trying to wake up. I'm having a hard time waking up this morning. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time waking up. I slept pretty decently. I slept pretty good. You're there at McDonald's. What you getting at McDonald's? When I eat at McDonald's, I usually only eat the McChicken sandwich, and sometimes a cheeseburger or two. But that's usually what I eat at McDonald's, just the chicken sandwich or a cheeseburger. So once in a while, I'll get a Big Mac. I'll have a Mac Attack. Double cheeseburger, fries, and a drinks. That's groovy. Very groovy. I'm so glad Ask Muncher iPod stopped in to say hi. I've been wondering about you too as well, my friend. Up there in the Canada area. The Alberta, Canada. I think it's Alberta, Canada region. You right there, boo-boos? All right. 7:00 in the evening there, huh? Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Yvette. Heck yeah. Turn on off the old heater here. It's getting a little warm, huh, boo-boos? Getting a little warm. There you go, my friend. There you go. I was just paying attention to Mr. Ranger. Ha, Tomb Raider, huh? I've never seen any of the Tomb Raider movies. I've only played the video game once. mm. Coffee in the morning. So yeah, it's supposed to be a cool one in my neck of the woods through the weekend. We had a little bit of rain last night. It rained, it rained about 3 o'clock this morning, and it's still kind of drizzling right now, on and off. It made it for some pretty decent sleeping weather. And it seems like Mr. Ranger Dog slept pretty good last night, too. Of course, he's been having this coughing situation because his allergies and his phlegm, because, he's drooling and his phlegm, his stuff's constantly working, and that's going down in his poor belly. So every once in a while he has to hack it up, spit it up, and I know that gets to him. It bothers me. And I understand Mr. Ranger Dog's getting old. I do. I just wish I could make Mr. Ranger Dog feel good every day. So here we are, rolling in 7 minutes after the hour on the 29th. The 29th of March, 2018. Oh, I'm sorry, Yvette. I'm sorry, your patient's very ill. I am sorry. Ranger's cleaning his paws. Ranger's cleaning his paws. He's just hanging out. Cleaning your paws, boo-boo? Is that what you're doing? You cleaning your paws? Yeah. He cleaning his paws. Pat on the head and scratch behind the ears. Yeah. I'm glad everybody just really digs Mr. Ranger Dog. He's very special to me. He's very, very special to me. I think I'm going to put me on my hoodie. I'm going to put me hoodie on. Because I turned the heater off. Turned the heater off. Where is that hoodie? Ah, there it is. It's like, no, I was worried that I left my hoodie at work. 1 second here, folks. I got to put my hoodie on. Put me hoodie on. Sorry about that. I had to get my hoodie. Because I turned the heater off in here because it's one of those types of temperatures where if you have the heater on, it gets a little too warm. If you have the heater off, it gets not cold, but just enough to put a sweater on. Oh, yeah. So, get me hoodie on. Get me hoodie. I need to buy me a new hoodie. I used to have 4 different hoodies, but the ex-wife decided she wanted all those hoodies, and I never got one of them back. So this is the only one I got out of the whole darn relationship. Good coffee. Good coffee. Let's get some more coffee. 20 degrees. That's cold. Oh, breakfast? I'm not having any. I don't eat much breakfast on Monday through Friday. Honestly, I don't eat breakfast unless I'm hanging out at my mom's house. I know it sounds weird. Once in a while, I'll get really hungry for breakfast. If it's like a Saturday or a Sunday. And, use Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that would be in Fahrenheit. I'd have to figure that one out. But yeah, breakfast. I don't eat much breakfast unless I'm at my mom's house, like I said. Sometimes I'll have breakfast here in the city, or like an IHOP or a Waffle House. I'll have breakfast, but on the norm, Ass Muncher iPod, I usually have breakfast at my mother's house. It's just something I really look forward to, and it's kind of weird because I'm not hungry for breakfast most of the days. And if I eat breakfast, like on a weekday or you know, a work day, I get a little sleepy. I don't like getting sleepy at work. I don't like dragging at work. I like staying motivated and very busy. Let's get a little bit more coffee. Oh yeah. Here we are, rolling in 11 minutes after the hour, the 29th of March, 2018. Do I do stretches in the morning? No, Ask Muncher iPod. I really should. Honestly, I should. I should do stretches before I play disc golf. And I know I should because of my age. I'm getting up there. But no, I don't do stretches. I really should. And I got the room in the bus to stand up, you know, do stretches and whatnot. But no, I don't. I don't. Sure, a lot of moisture in the air. Do you do stretches, iPod? Yep. That's what I've read and been told about doing stretches, especially very important in the morning times. Get all those gases out of your joints, like I don't know if it's carbon monoxide. I don't know what it is that makes your joints pop. It's some sort of a gas. Every morning. That's good, Ass Muncher. That's really good. But I really need to get into a routine like that, iPod. I really do. Doing stretches and some sort of a morning ritual like that. Oh, here we are. I hope it's starting to get spring-like in your neck of the woods, iPod. I know it's really getting to be spring-like here. But this weekend, Easter weekend, it's supposed to cool down quite a bit. I guess Sunday, it's going to be only in the 40s with a chance of rain. So, hopefully Saturday will be decent enough where Mr. Ranger Dog and I can get out and play a little disc golf. But yeah, I think Mr. Ranger Dog pulled a muscle in his shoulder or something the other day when he jumped out of the passenger seat of the bus outside. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's really, really a lot of moisture in here. Hey, Kentucky Ranger. Good morning. Ranger Dog is okay. It's his coughing that really worries me. I mean, I understand it's the allergies. And see, I start talking about that. And he starts coughing. Yeah, that's okay, boo-boo. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. And what bothers me the most is his weight loss. He's lost some weight, and it bothers me. He eats. You know, he eats and everything. Yesterday, he didn't eat as much as he should because, you know, his throat, he gets a lot of the phlegm in his throat. and whatnot. So he didn't eat as much. He did eat. He ate. See, that's the hard part. It's just, and it's all phlegm. It's like, imagine us having a severe head cold and nasal drippage and not being able to blow our nose and all that stuff just going down our throat all the time. And that's the deal with Mr. Ranger. Sorry about that, folks. That's the deal with Mr. Ranger. And I feel so bad because there's like really nothing I could do. I called the vet yesterday because I'm a little concerned about his weight loss. And of course, the first thing and I can't believe they said it, but they want to run some tests on him. They're like, bring him in. I was like, well, I can't bring him in until the 7th because I don't have the money. I don't have the money to take him in right now. And I explained that to him. I was like, I'm sorry, I've just been hired on to a new company. My first paycheck's coming up the 6th of April. That's why I scheduled Mr. Ranger Dog in for his vaccinations on the 7th of April. I was like, that would be the earliest I can get him in. And because the only thing they're concerned about is the carprofen. Dogs that have to live off of carprofen every day tend to have some issues with their kidneys. And that's the only thing that really concerns me on Mr. Ranger Dog, But I do what I can do for Mr. Ranger. That's all I can do. If I was a rich man, I would clone Mr. Ranger, because I seen that there's some celebrities been out there cloning their puppy dogs. I want to say Barbara Streisand did it, but I'm not too sure. I'd clone old Mr. Ranger Dog. He's such a good feller. Oh yeah. Here we are, rolling in at almost 18 minutes after the hour. The 29th of March, 2018, the month is almost over. That means Sunday, Easter Sunday, is also April Fool's Day, right? Wow, that's a mind blower. Mind blower. But it's a good thing I'm not at work on April Fool's Day, because I like to do some shenanigans on April Fool's Day if the work atmosphere allows it, because you got to be in the right atmosphere to do work shenanigans. And there's time for work, and there's time for work with some shenanigans. It's just what makes work work, I'm not talking like goofing off or anything, but just cutting loose sometimes. Oh yeah? Huh. Okay, well, I will give them a call today and ask them, because it's, like I said, Kentucky Ranger, the only thing he basically spits up is just his phlegm, his drainage. It's just like a massive honking loogie. It's nasty. And my friend D, he works with me. He parks right next to the bus. And poor D, Mr. Ranger got out of the bus yesterday. As soon as he got out from the Ranger, like, there goes that, that loogie, massive loogie, and right there next to D's door. And I kept apologizing to D every time I see him. He's like, dude, stop apologizing, man. Do I love bacon? Do I love bacon? Yvette, heck yeah, I love bacon. One of my favorite things on Sunday morning, Yvette, is that I scramble eggs. I make really good scrambled eggs. I scramble eggs with my mom, and she makes the bacon. And yes, I love bacon. I've had some of my favorite bacon comes from a little meat shop, butcher shop in Ojai, California, where I used to live. Heck yeah, Yvette. That's cool. Heck yeah, I'm glad you like bacon. Bacon! Mr. Ranger Dog likes bacon too. He likes Gamma's bacon. Let's get a little bit more coffee. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more coffee. But I was talking about earlier about Mr. Ranger Dog. I think when he got out of the bus the other day, he did it twice. He did it Sunday and he did it Monday, because he'll jump up on the passenger seat after James gets out sometimes, and then just jump out instead of going on the floorboard and jumping out, which sometimes that's what he usually does. And then a couple days ago, he started limping real bad with his front, and yeah, he's been getting extra carprofen at night because of that, and he's been sleeping good. And I let him take up the whole bed. Like last night, oh, you're talking, oh, a vaporizer? Sit in a sauna with Ranger Dog, maybe it'll help his, I know. If I could get to a sauna that would allow Mr. Ranger Dog, that would be awesome. Well, what I'm going to have to do is, for his allergy deal, is see, when I was at the vet last, we were talking about this, and he can either have that steroid shot, which just helps out for a while, or there's actually a pill form of the steroids, and that's an option too. So I just keep an eye on Mr. Ranger Dog day by day, make sure he's eating and drinking. Poor guy, when he tries to drink, he'll spit that phlegm up, and that's what was worrying me. But he's getting old, and I understand this, so I keep him as comfortable as I can. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, vapors do wonders. That's for sure. Especially like if you put eucalyptus in that. Eucalyptus is really good. Yeah, I'd get one of those ultrasonic humidifiers or vaporizers, and but it would quickly do the trick in here because it's such a small space, you know. Oh yeah, you give her halls, huh? Huh. I wonder if Mr. Ranger Dog would dig something like that. Alrighty, folks, here it is. It's official. Last cup call. Last cup call. Alright, Maxwell. You have definitely done your duty. Go back and go home and chill out. Smoke them if you got them. Good night. That's a good idea, Kentucky Ranger. All that, I'd have to cross all those bridges, like I said. Oh, my boo-boos. See? And then he just kind of tries to chew it back. Chew it back, man. Chew it back. And I don't like it when he does that. You need to get it out of him. You need to get it out of him. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ranger. Hey, can I have this back? There you go. Like yesterday morning. Yeah, good to the last drop. No, last cup call means the last bit of my coffee, and basically I usually like to say that when I'm starting to get closer to my, winding down my little morning broadcast. Because I like to try to keep them around the 30-minute mark, you know. Because after that, I start getting around, getting ready, get the bus ready to go. All that groovy jazz. And it don't take long. It takes, just set the bus up, get everything moved, get it all set up. Takes about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how I'm going, to put it up. It takes me about 15 minutes to put it all up, to 20 minutes, because I'm doing it slow. I'm just like kind of doing it slow. But, you know, that's the unique thing about living in a van or a VW bus is your home is constantly changing. Your home is mobile. Your door is this door, your front door, your back door is right here. You always got a different porch. You're always setting up. You know, it's like a ritual, setting up home and then putting home down. You know, like all this stuff right here that you see here, all this will come up and be stored as soon as I get done with my coffee talk. And then tonight, if I come back to James, or if I decide to go to the Flying J, I set it right back up, because like I said, this is my home. Home is where my bus is. And that's a straight up most factual thing you could say about my life. Is home is where my bus is. A lot of VW bus owners kind of have that sticker, home is where your bus is. But like me, at one time, and like how most VW bus owners are, they only camp in their vehicle or their bus once in a while. Before I started living in mine all the time, I would, you know, there'd be times I would spend a week or two at a time in my bus, but not 100% living. Well, you know, it's a funny motto, because, you know, folks are posting all their pictures, they're ready to go camping. I'm like, I live in my bus. Try living in a VW bus, and I think that puts a lot of perspective in a lot of people. Most answers are someday. Why not now? You know, I mean, right now, unfortunately for me, I live in a VW bus because I have to. It's not by choice. I'd love to live in this bus. You know, if everything was swell, well, and groovy on the financial side, I would be chilling in this bus. That's just how I want it, and I dig that. I'm glad you're excited, Yvette. It always feels good to go home. I always feel good to go see my mom when I go to Ponca. Yeah, home is always groovy. My home is where my family is, and that would be in Ponca. My roots are in Ponca, in Oklahoma. My home, eventually, I would like to say, would be in California. But you know how California is. Their living prices are so skyrocketing. I was watching the news about it, and in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area right now, it's hard to get U-Hauls, because so many people are leaving the Bay Area because the sky-high prices are just rocketing up, and it's amazing. They can't get U-Hauls, and the U-Hauls they get, it's like super expensive. So the way I look at it, you know, so long as I have this bus, this VW bus, you know, I got me a home. Home is where my bus is. I always never have to worry. Eventually I'd like to buy me, you know, 10, 15 acres somewhere, you know, run electric, have a place to park my bus, and I can build me a tiny home. One of these days I'd love to have a tiny home, you know, build like a tiny home out of pallets, or just build a tiny home out of logs. Well, here we are, folks, rolling in at basically 30 minutes after the hour here on the 29th of March 2018. It is a Thursday, one day closer to Friday. I've been chit-chatting here with my good friends Yvette and Kentucky Ranger, and Ask Muncha iPod. if they're still tuning in. I've been really having a nice chit chat this morning. It's been a groovy little morning. I enjoy hanging out with my friends. And it's good to hear that Alma over there at Yeyuna's Journey is back home. I am so happy she's back home. Positive vibes continue and positive prayers. So I always say you got to be grateful for every single moment of the day because you just never know. You know, you just never know when those moments will change. Eventually he'll split that up and he can eat a little food. And then once in the morning, sometime later on in the morning around 9:30 or 10, he'll get another meal. And then at noon, he'll get his nooner, his lunch. And then at 3, he'll get a little 3 o'clock snack. And then, of course, at 5, he gets dinner. So Ranger gets fed good. I just don't like his little coughing. But we'll figure this stuff out. You know? We'll get him through it. He was doing this in September when his hip dysplasia first hit. And I'm sure you find folks, I don't know if you've been seeing those videos, it was really hard on me. That's why it makes me think about my future videos when future things happen, you know, we're not going to discuss. But anywho, that's why I say you got to be grateful for every single moment of the day. Thanks for hanging out, my friends. I love you guys so very much. Yvette, have fun when you head back to the Philippines, if I don't get to talk to you until then. And as always, you can stay tuned for my Type 2 daily vlog. You know, it's a daily vlog, comes out every evening, every night. Little snippets of my life and all that groovy jazz. So. And as always, be kind to one another. Love one another. Be extremely grateful for every single moment of the day because you never know when those moments will change. Peace, love, and always Volkswagen, grease,